Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good morning or a good night. I'm Crasher22, or Eli if you prefer, and I'm here with my friend System, or Matthew if you prefer,
Hi.
and welcome to the Nightly Nexus, where we usually just hang out, we chill, play
Nightly
games.
Nexus, more like
Nightly
the
Nexus.
night, the thunderstorm Nexus.
We'll
Get
let
it?
that one
Cause like,
sit. We'll let that one sit.
get it? Cause like, there's like a thunderstorm happening right
Yeah,
now, or
yeah.
about to happen right now, and
Jokes
uh,
are really funny when you go like 5 sentences to their description.
tornado watch, tornado
Yeah.
Nexus, tornado
Tornado
Nexus,
Nexus. Yeah.
tornado Nexus.
That's You're just saying the same thing twice, I think.
The more times I say it, the funnier it gets.
Sure.
That was
So,
pretty
how
scary
has your
though
week been?
yesterday. All right until yesterday we had that whole tornado warning.
Yeah.
It's the first
For
time they ever used the sirens.
yeah, for a while, genuinely.
Yeah. Well, I think it was the first time they've ever used the sirens. At least that was what I was seeing on the news.
Yeah.
But
Probably. I think they're pretty new.
hmm
So,
I wasn't worried like too much about like my own safety because I have a basement at my house, which but I was mostly worried about my girlfriend's safety because where she was living, it was like literally right next to her house, which is crazy. Luckily, it
yeah.
missed her house, but and it didn't go through anywhere, but just outside of where we lived. But it still was really scary for her. She left her house and went to go stay with some family more into town, and all they got was like rain and hail. But other than that, their house was fine. Everything was fine. Like maybe a couple trees came down. I just heard some thunder
Yeah,
come from
same.
your end.
Crazy thunder. I gotta say,
Heck yeah.
I love thunder. Oh my gosh, I love it. Like,
Why?
crazy love it. It's just literal power. Like, whenever I think of power, the word, I think of thunder. You know,
Hmm.
just how you could see it flash off in the distance, and it goes so quick that you really only remember it. You don't even see it, and then after less than a second, you get the powerful bang for your buck, and you're just like, my goodness, I feel like I just got shook by the earth. That came from the sky.
I'm not a big thunder fan, but I am a big rain fan. I do like rain.
I can get that. I like to look up at it. The depresso
Thunder just
espresso.
give. I wouldn't say that, but
uh, Not actually.
I,
I
I
think
like it when
I've
it
done
rains
that
at
like
night though.
once, and I wasn't even depressed. I was just like, God, I love this rain.
It's just in the moment, you know.
Yeah,
I remember when I was like younger. It was like during the summertime, and it rained a lot during the nighttime. And what I used to do was I would like just leave my house and just walk around in the rain
yeah,
and like listen to the soundtrack from Halo 3 ODST. Just pretend I was like a little ODST, just like walking around.
yeah. I
Like
get that. It is very
13-year-old me
ODST
doing that.
vibes. Like rain was
Oh yeah.
basically built for ODST.
Oh yeah.
When do you think
That's
they
why.
updated rain into our world?
What
Probably
patch
like
did rain come
32
in?
BC or something.
No, but the tornado stuff really had me really shook because I was just really worried about my girlfriend the most. It
Yeah,
was probably like the most anxious I've ever felt in my whole life. Because I mean, I wasn't like I said, I wasn't really anxious about my own safety, but about hers. And it was worse because like I don't have my car; it's still in the fucking shop.
did
And
you feel the urge to just run out, take on the storm?
it wouldn't be no point. She lives like
Yeah,
literally like 30 minutes away, so by the time I'd get there, you know.
yeah. I definitely get it.
So,
There was whenever my significant other, Jalen, she lived out of town, like 30 minutes north, and you know, there was one time we got like severe, like I think it was like snow or something. I can't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And I was pretty worried, but like there was literally nothing I could do. Like the road was blocked off, everything.
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, God, I'm sat here, left like feeling like I can't do nothing.
Helpless, yeah. Well, like if I had my car, I would have like immediately just got in my car and went and got her and took her to my house because we got the basement. But since I don't have the freaking car, I couldn't go anywhere. And I was just like walking around my house, just like pacing, just how anxious I was. I was on the phone with her, but you know, still, there's just no guarantee that she was 100% safe. Because they went to her Thea's house, and where her Thea lived, it was still kind of in the iffy area, but not like fully safe. Like, so at my house, the worst we got was just like a bunch of rain and hail, and that lasted maybe some like 15 minutes. But no like heavy wind, tornadoes type stuff. So.
I can definitely.
What was it like over there for you? Where did you and Jalen hide?
Yeah.
What was y'all's plan?
Stayed home. Like genuinely, we were just home.
Oh yeah.
Chilled. I was just like, yeah, it doesn't look that bad.
Did you stay in y'all's room or?
Yeah, stayed in the room. I mean,
okay.
I personally wasn't that worried because she was with me, you know.
Mm.
And it's just one of those things where. Like, I was also looking at the weather radar. I'm just like, yeah, it's super far north. And then it cut through, and I was like, oh, okay, it's cutting through. That's a little worrisome. And then after it did that, it was just as simple as, oh, yeah, it's not a tornado anymore. And I didn't care.
Yeah, the tornado went away like around 8 o'clock ish, I think.
Yeah, it was literally before it cut through town.
Yeah, I just hope my car doesn't have any hail damage on it, though. Hopefully they kept it inside. I doubt they did. Did you get any hail damage?
I got it pretty bad. I didn't get any hail damage, thankfully. But I know some people did get it pretty bad. Like, one of our friends, his front windshield got hit like 6 times. And then he also had the side windshield, like the shell of not windshield, the side view mirror, the shell for that was just destroyed.
Oh damn. And then right now there's a thunderstorm going on right now. There's a tornado warning, tornado watch.
They're on tornado
Nothing
watch,
has formed yet.
and I think it's just because of yesterday. I don't think they're
just because of yesterday. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, it's not anything super major right now. It's just a thunderstorm, which is fine. Thunderstorms aren't super duper scary, but which is the tornadoes are. But anyways, one thing I wanted to move on from this tornado talk, more lighter topic, so we don't fucking scare ourselves.
So you don't scare yourself.
No, so I don't scare you. I know you're pretty scared about it, but it's okay. You know, I'm here. I'll protect you.
Terrified, shaking in my boots.
No, anyway, I wanted to just comment a little bit about what we were talking about last time with the whole multiverse stuff. Yeah. You know, like if the multiverse is real and stuff. And I was listening to that again. I got reminded of this clip. It was like these two streamers, right? And they were trying to debate which was faster, light or sound, right? And how they tested it was one of the guys, he had his phone with him, and what he would do is he would scream and then turn his flashlight on. He'd go and turn the flashlight on. And then the other guy would be like, I think the sound was faster. Hold on, let me try it again.
I think it was faster.
I think the light was faster, and they did that for like 5 minutes trying to figure out which was faster, light or sound. And I just felt like that was just so us, just talk, because like we were just kind of rambling and just making. I mean, maybe what we were saying kind of made sense.
Whenever I listened back, I just kind of felt like I was like, yeah, I I think you're agreeing with me, right? And you'd be like, well, answer my question. And I'd just be like, I did, just now.
Oh, you didn't answer it fully. You didn't answer the way I wanted you to answer.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know. It's how it goes, you know. Did you have any unresolved questions, I guess?
Nah, that's just all I really wanted to say about it. That's it. I didn't want to linger on it too long, but
Right, okay. I figured that was all.
come to the middle real quick so we can talk about what we're gonna do here. So people in the audience know what we're gonna do.
I was thinking right now, I was gonna build a bridge from right there to over there.
Okay. What do you want to? So we're gonna improve this little village a little bit. Why?
Yeah.
Because why not?
For
This is
audio
Minecraft. We can do whatever we
listeners,
want.
we're at a village and we're gonna improve it.
We're gonna make it better because we're just so humble.
Yeah,
I was taking a drink out of my
great
water.
audio for the audio listeners.
I was taking a drink out of my freaking. I can cut that out. All right, I can cut that out.
Why would it's 5 seconds?
Well,
you
there's not
have to
dead
leave it
space. There's not dead air. Okay.
You can't remove dead space and have a non-easy transition. We gotta have a linger point where we say, and then we'll cut to whatever else is next.
No. Okay. Well, let's get started on this bridge, I guess.
Yes, sir.
What do you want to make the bridge
broke
out of?
my ankle.
What are we gonna make this bridge out of?
Use the village trees.
These.
The wife is calling. I'm back.
Welcome back. I probably should have grabbed some iron or something.
Baby.
But
You want to say hi to the podcast? This is
hell
my
no.
puppers. My puppers. You want to say hi?
Hell no.
He doesn't want to say hi. He's not even looking. Like. Love y'all. Okay. Okay. Where were we? What was happening?
We were about to start on the
Bridge.
yeah.
I feel like I'm in a horror movie now for the audio listeners. Like,
Why?
dense fog everywhere.
Oh, there's an Enderman at our house. I went back to the house to get some iron. There's just Enderman in here. I'm killing him. There you go. He's dead.
Nice. Anyways, I'm curious on your opinion on today's topic. I feel like you're kind of hesitant about it and such, so I would like.
No,
you
I don't
to
think gay people
introduction.
deserve to get married. Okay, next.
I mean, that
kidding.
is all right.
On Pride Month, bro. On Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, Eli. I know how much that means to you.
Sure.
Okay.
Villager.
Ask away. Ask away.
I mean, just the initial feeling, I guess, whenever I introduced this topic. I feel like you were hesitant at first.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, whenever it comes to this topic, did you want to cover it or like go on?
What do you mean? Do I want to cover it? It's your topic.
I'm asking if you wanted to cover it. I'm asking about your opinion on the topic.
Yes.
Okay, that's it. I'm just trying to do some podcast talk. You gotta act like we haven't talked about this before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa, I'm completely oblivious. I don't know what you're going to talk about.
Oh yeah. I'm not talking about that. I just mean.
Oh my gosh.
I thought that was lightning in the real world.
The creeper just blew up this whole house, and another creeper's here. Iron Golem, do something! Do something! You hit him towards me. This man is trying to kill me.
No, I would never. Audio listeners, he's lying. You know, technically my wife's an audio listener because she just doesn't pick up the podcast, and then I listen to it.
I thought you were gonna say generally my wife's a liar.
That'd be so
I thought that was what you were gonna say.
Dude, my
I'm
wife,
trying to think of
there
my
was one
wife's a
time,
liar.
she said that she'd cook me fried rice. You put broccoli in that stuff, bro.
Hey, did you eat it though?
Yeah, she told me to.
Aww. Happens to the both of us.
But, anyways, today's topic is philosophies. I just wanted to go over, like, of course, not every philosophy ever or whatever, but, you know, just a quick cover of, like, whatever comes to our heads initially.
Mm-hmm.
So, comes to your head.
When you say philosophy, I mostly think about, like, I'm not very knowledgeable about this topic. That's why, like, when you first told me about it, I was a little hesitant on it. But, you know, still willing to talk about it. Oh my gosh. Like an army of zombies. Holy shit.
Holy
Anyways.
army?
Yeah, it's an army of zombies.
Holy rampage?
When you say philosophy, I think of just topics about the mind, how the mind works, how the human brain works, like emotions, thoughts, and stuff like that. Really deep stuff. That's what I think about. Like, oh, what's the meaning of life? Why are we here as a species? You know what I mean? What does it mean to be happy?
So what does it mean to be happy? As super blatantly. The point of this podcast episode is to answer the meaning of life.
Should I
big
guess?
ask for one podcast.
I mean, everybody's answer to that's gonna be different.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Like, everybody's meaning of life is different. I feel like you can't put just one single meaning, and that's life. You know what I mean? Yeah. Everybody lives for different reasons.
Exactly. And I think the moments in life also change that reason, right? Like, for example, if, like, someone in your life was in danger, you would probably have a moment of, oh, I'm gonna protect that person with all of my heart and love.
Mm-hmm. That's just love in general, I feel like. So.
True. I guess it's just an example that came to mind.
Mm-hmm. Especially with, like, what happened yesterday. At least for me, you know?
Yeah, exactly. But, I mean, whenever I think of philosophies, I definitely think of the same thing. But I also like to think about very nerdy stuff, because nerdy stuff covers philosophy a lot of the time. You know? Like, for example, Dead Space is a video game that's really popular, really good, and that covers the Great Wall, or the Great Barrier, the Great Wall, kind of whatever you want to cover it with, like space and blah blah blah. I like to look at the nerdy stuff as well, because in my head, the nerdy stuff helps us, like, think of philosophy on a grander scale, but at the same time turns it into something like a reference, I suppose. Like whenever you say, "Man, I love you to the moon and back," right?
Mm-hmm. I'm listening, don't worry.
That's just what I mean. Like whenever you say I love you to the moon and back, like that's a statement, right? And I feel like you could use
that's just a figure of speech.
Philosophy as a way to, or you can use like geeky nerd stuff the same way for philosophy. You know what I mean?
When you were talking about like Dead Space and the Great Wall, what do you mean by that? I'm a little confused about that. I've seen Dead Space. I know what it is, and I actually kind of want to play it. But what did you mean by that?
There's this idea that like basically that one of the podcasts I covered the idea of a mathematical solution for like how many aliens are in the world, right? And or in the universe, I should say, in the world. And they came out with some huge number, and then the question became, why aren't they here, right? And one very popular answer is, well, what if you're not supposed to like? What if there's something out there that's eliminating like all of the like life, you know, whether it's like something malicious or just something coincidental. Maybe all of life is just like being erased by something, right? And so that's known as like kind of the Great Wall or the Great Barrier. I can't really remember, but it's basically another answer to that is also, well, what if we're just the first planet that got a species? We're the first in the universe, not the last, right? And so the Great Wall is basically the answer of like, are we the first or the last? And does it exist? And for Dead Space, the answer is the what are the main enemies? Necromorphs?
Yeah, those are weird zombie alien looking things.
Yeah, Necromorphs, I believe is the name. I'm gonna be so mad at myself if I got that wrong. But Necromorphs, they just straight up are an infection kind of thing, and they spread through these like obelisks or whatever. I can't remember the whole lore, so I'm sorry to everyone else that loves Dead Space. But basically, at the very end, super big spoiler warning, they are essentially like, hey, we're the thing that's eliminating all life. Like, that's why there's not a bunch of different species. It's just humans and us because we're the Great Wall. Yeah. So, like, the ending of the game is, like, I actually don't remember it fully. So I'm gonna really quickly double check myself because I don't want this to be wrong. The end of
Want to get fact checked?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So basically, you and your teammate end up destroying the Great Wall and like the species that's part of it because they're like within the moon, right? Like that's just the lore. And so the moon is basically this giant alien that's coming for Earth, and it's gonna kill all of humanity because of the Great Wall. But at the end of the game, you kill them, you win, you destroy the moon. However, then there's like 17 or something more moons that appear, and it's just like, yeah, there's no winning, like, you know.
Sorry, one of my friends was texting me about the freaking storms, so he's just giving me updates about it right now. But he said it's just heavy storms. Tornado warning's probably over now. So
Yeah, makes sense.
But so in the game Dead Space, the Great Wall is those alien things, and those alien necromorph things has been killing all the other life forms. So that's why it's just humans.
Yeah, or just Earth.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah. Okay, gotcha. And to put into like a too long, didn't listen. Quick summary of how that relates to what video games and philosophy.
In a longer short version, it's answer to philosophy, even though it's just a video game.
Oh, the philosophy of like, is there more life out there?
Yeah, is there a Great Wall?
Ah, okay.
And that theory, quote unquote, Dead Space is not a theory, right? It just isn't. However, if you classify it as a theory, you can't say it's wrong. You know what I mean?
I mean, you can't really prove it exists or.
Well, I'm not saying necromorphs
guess.
exist. I'm just saying like the
Like some form of
argument
Great Wall, yeah.
is some Great Wall, yeah.
That there's some species out there, some like super species that kills any other life just cause, why not?
Yeah.
And the only reason why we haven't found any other life is because we're all that's left and they haven't found us yet, I guess.
Yeah.
Which is scary to think about, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
It's terrifying.
A huge part of the scientific community says, like, why are we sending messages out to space? We should not be doing that.
Yeah, imagine if there's like a giant world eater out there and we're just like sending messages like trying to find anybody out there, but it turns out that like
one of my favorite like creepypastas has that as kind of as an ending. I won't go too far into it because I know we want to talk about that in the future. But yeah.
Is there? No, there isn't. That's lame.
Do you have another example in mind? Like just a quick example to get us into it?
Well, since we're playing Minecraft, I guess the philosophy that we could talk about is being creative. What it means to have creativity and stuff like that, right? Like what does it mean to be creative, and how people can be creative in their own ways.
That's definitely a good one. Draw from Minecraft.
Right, yeah, I mean Minecraft is a super creative game.
Yeah,
Almost anybody can be creative in it. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, it's right there. Never mind. False alarm. Shit. I would say you're a super creative person. You are the most creative person that I know, and I know I tell you that all the time, but I genuinely do mean that. This man was ChatGPT before ChatGPT came out.
Yeah, and I tell you every time, they are a huge compliment, and I thank you very much for them. Especially because, like, in my head, I want to live up to that as well, you know? And then another thing is, like, for me, creativity, in my head, I am that guy that's like, oh, I would be so good at like picking a Marvel movie. Just give me in like a writer's room. They're just like, so you want to be like an ideas guy? Like that's what you want your job to be? And it's like, yeah, just have me be an ideas guy. You know? And I hate that I feel that way because in my head I'm only creative. Like I don't think I am really skilled at anything. You know what I mean? But I'm okay with that. Like I'm not saying like feel bad for me. I just mean like in my head it's the one thing I'm good at and everything else I have to work really hard for. You know what I mean? And so I definitely thank you a lot for those compliments because it makes me feel like I didn't put all my points into strength for nothing. Like, you know,
into being creative for nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely is good validation, especially because I very much respect your opinion. You know? So thank you very much. And
I would say you're a lot more creative than I am. I have like a really difficult time coming up with like really original ideas. I don't know. Like I just find that really difficult for me. Like I can't just like think of something on my own, I guess. I kind of just like have to look at what other people are doing and just kind of like copy off of that. I can't really. I mean, sometimes I'll have my moments, but I don't know. Sometimes I'll just look at like something else and be like, oh, and kind of replicate it, see what works for them, and just kind of replicate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people discredit the power of replication. Genuinely, I think it's impossible to be like original, especially nowadays. Like for example, if you made a person like a character and he's in a suit of armor and he can fly and he's got like a bit of an attitude with people, but you know he's charismatic. Who do you think of?
Iron Man.
Yeah, yeah, immediately. But
Yeah.
you could still have that character and have it be vastly different. You know, like Iron Man had problem with alcoholism, right? You could have this character genuinely just be a like completely straight and narrow, but he's secretly a villain, and he just really doesn't want to be a villain anymore.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Good.
Like you can still
Bad guy
change
turned
it.
villain. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things that like a lot of the time I tell myself like don't just discredit it right off the bat. Like think about what you want. Say like I kind of want something like Iron Man and you know I want a game that's like GTA and blah 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 and then take those ideas. Then slap yourself in the face. Get realistic. Say this is what I can do. And then do that. You know what I mean?
Do you think that there's like a certain like a limit to creativity? Like some things are creative and some things just aren't. Kind of like art. You know what I mean? Like, oh, this is art. This isn't. This is not art. Can you say the same
I
thing about
think
like being creative?
that's
Because like, I mean, for example, like you could have somebody that can build the most beautiful house in Minecraft and you can call them creative. But you can have another person, they just built a dirt hut. Is that still creative? You know what I mean? Or are they just doing the bare minimum?
see here's my thing with your example. Most people that build giant structures in Minecraft, they looked up a blueprint.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well, okay, let's just say that somebody just built like this like nice looking Minecraft house just off of their head, right? And then another person just builds just a dirt hut, like a typical as dirt hut, you know, very basic dirt hut. Would you say that the person that made the dirt hut
What?
not as creative? Looks like you should have been in creative.
Yeah. I would say it's hard to measure something like creativity, especially because like you can run out of it like just as easily as a person. Like there are times at night where I'm like I'm trying to write something and my brain is like legit going numb. Like my brain hurts. And I can't do it for the rest of the night. Like I keel over. I look at my wife. I'm like I can't. She's like, oh, you're putting it down for once, and then I fall asleep. Yeah. So it's I don't even know why I'm swimming up. But it's one of those things where I feel like creativity is a hard thing to measure just in general. But if you take the idea of like a dirt hut versus a big mansion, I think it turns into like a whole bunch of other variables. Like how much effort did the person actually want to put in? Like genuinely put in. And how much effort did the other person put in? Did they copy paste it? Like I mentioned earlier? And if they didn't, like you said, then yeah, of course they're more creative. But if the other person just was out of creative juice, that means that they were just out of creative juice.
But they're still creative. Like you wouldn't call them, oh, this person's not creative at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
like, God, you just aren't creative at all, aren't you? Like, you just can't do anything. Like, I wouldn't be like that. I'd be like, are you having a bad day, or like, what's up? Yeah.
So would you say there's like different levels to it?
Yes, I think it's like a muscle. To be honest, I think it's the same as most skills that you can build it, but some people have talents for it.
See, okay, this is where I disagree. It's okay. One of my like biggest pet peeves of all time is people saying that I'm talented at this, I'm talented at that. Me personally, I don't believe in any talents. I believe there's talents is just not a thing. I believe in like purely skill. If you want to like be better at drawing, be better at, you know, building things in Minecraft, be better at writing or anything, right? You can learn how to do it. That's how I feel. It's all a skill. People just aren't naturally better at drawing than other people are. People aren't just naturally better at writing stories than other people are. It's something that they learned and that they had to hone in on. Like the game director for Doom Eternal, he has this really cool saying that I like. It goes something like you're 1,000 paintings away from painting the Mona Lisa, so hurry up and make some shitty paintings.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
would
like,
definitely
you know,
agree, but I disagree with your definition. Like, I'd say that you can be skilled, but I don't think it's like you wake up and you can draw the Mona Lisa. Like,
yeah, no,
that's straight up.
yeah,
That's straight
I don't
up
think that
cartoon
either.
stuff. Yeah, that's straight up cartoon stuff. Like, no one can do that. But there are people that are just more talented than others, like right off the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I wouldn't say they're more. I guess, yeah, more talented, but to say that like, oh, you're talented in this, oh, you're talented in that, it's just like, no, it's a skill that I've learned and I practice this over and over and over again. It's like you wouldn't call a professional athlete, you know, oh, you're talented at football. You'd say, oh, you're very skilled at football. You're a professional. Yeah, I just don't like the word talent. It just feels like it just kind of like feels like all this stuff that I've worked for. Yeah, it discredits like I put in all this work to be good at what I do. And you're just gonna call it a talent? Like this just didn't fall in my lap, and I'm just magically good at it.
Yeah,
like,
I definitely agree with that. But I also, I don't know. I also do have that mentality of like there are talents, and I know that because I have genuinely drawn my whole life, and I'm just still not good at drawing. Yeah.
Maybe you're just not trying hard enough.
I mean, shoot, maybe I'm not. I won't lie. Like, I don't like the sketching like art style where you draw like the base of the human and then you draw like the rest of it. Like, I like to draw just like the person and then move on, you know? So what I'll do is I'll kind of do that, but I already have it in my head. So I don't change it. I just keep like revising and editing. And then because I do that, I've come up with my whole own technique where what I do is I'll write in one book, of course. I would write in one book. I would finish it and I'd be like, okay, I'm finished. And then I'd wait like a day or two because I knew that if I waited a day or two and then I went back and then I looked at it as a reference and I didn't revise and edit it. I looked at it as a reference and then drawn in a whole other book, then I get my final draft. Like the actual, okay, this looks a little professional draft. Because I have to like copy my own homework.
Oh shit. We need more coal. It's so dark.
Yeah.
And cobblestone.
The moon's going down.
Oh, I almost just died. Okay. Alright.
The same.
Skeleton almost shot me off the water I was in. Anyways, but that's what I would say about creativity. That I feel like yeah, everybody is creative. Everybody can be creative. Some people more than others, but also it's a dedication thing. Like it depends how dedicated you are to it. Like back to the Minecraft house analogy. You could say that the person who built the beautiful house is more dedicated than the person that built the dirt house. You know what I mean? Because they put a lot more time and effort in building that beautiful house than the person that built the dirt house. They just built that dirt house and were like, this is fine, and just, you know, rolled with it.
Right. Yeah, I would definitely agree. And it comes down to philosophy as well. Like, some people's philosophy really is like, this Minecraft house doesn't matter. Like, all I need to do is get to the end.
Yeah, like they'll just build like, you know, a basic hut. But, you know, the people that really do care and are passionate about building themselves a beautiful home, yeah, they'll build themselves a beautiful home.
Exactly.
I don't like people who aren't passionate about anything.
Yeah. I don't like people that'll dunk on other people's passions.
I don't like people who are a different, like, color than I am. Just...
I don't like people that say, I don't like people that are a different color than I am.
I don't like people that don't like people who don't like people who are different color than them.
I don't like people... Keep going.
just ended it. I don't like people. But okay, what were you gonna say though? What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna go on to say how the, like, I think it's nihilism, right? Where it's like nothing matters.
Yeah. If nothing matters, we're all gonna die someday.
Yeah, which I don't think anyone really believes anymore. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. Dude, like, go down in the comments. Prove me wrong. But, I mean, you know, I think it's definitely niche.
Yeah, I mean, those people are just miserable in themselves. That's it.
Literally just miserable. I'm not
Or
trying
people
to,
that
like,
just, like...
follow them.
Yeah.
I'm just saying...
No, but it's the truth. Or people that just, like, don't try. They just coast through life, you know what I mean? Kind of just, like... they'll settle for anything. Like, this is fine, you know what I mean? They don't try to make anything better. Just kind of like, this is fine. They're just mediocre at everything. Oh, yeah. Like, not gonna lie, at my own job, I do be like that sometimes. Because do I care about that job? Hell no. But I get paid, so that's all I really care about. Am I gonna go above and beyond to fucking at my job? Hell no. But I do it because they pay me.
I definitely have the opposite opinion because of where I'm working.
Oh.
But we've been over that.
Okay, well, the difference is that you actually care and actually love your job. I'm quite the opposite. Yeah. My job, I kind of don't really like.
Exactly.
But hopefully soon, once I graduate, I'll find a job that I'll really love. Yeah. I'll make bombs or something.
Well, what we'll do is we'll get the pot house, and then whenever we get the pot house, we'll start just making stuff and selling it to viewers.
We'll make random things, and we'll just sell it to them. It'll be surprise boxing.
I already have an idea for something, but I don't know. I can't really flesh it out. You know, I've already talked to you about it. I've already talked to you about it. I feel so stupid for wanting to cut this out, but the like AI companion.
Oh yeah, that's right. What if this is dumb? What if we sold like AI companions of ourselves? Like the holographic companions of ourselves. That'd be awful. I would not do that.
That would be parasocial to
the max.
100th degree.
Would you
Like,
ever?
Hatsune Miku does the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hatsune Miku,
Would you ever like
literally digital.
have your likeness in an AI? So like, say if you know you have kids and stuff like that, and then you die, they can like have a hologram of you, and it's like it's you, but as an AI, you know. So
Yeah.
you're like you, it's not really you.
It depends where the technology goes in the future.
Yeah.
Like if it's
I think that's just
genuinely,
weird.
if it's like an actual bot where it's like ask like your great 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 grandfather some wisdom, and I'm over here like skibbity bop. I like music. Like you know what I mean? Oh, almost died. Died.
You did die.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
Oh shit.
it's hard to focus.
I came down here. I came down here just to get like cobblestone and stuff, and now I'm just mining.
Trying to survive right now.
You're good. Oh, see, I was hearing the music and I thought I was getting like a EAS alert, but it was just the Minecraft music. You know that the EAS I was like, bah, bah, you know, the Amber Alert sound.
For real? I was literally floating up.
Hmm.
Can't have nothing in Minecraft.
God, shit in Minecraft, man.
That is one of the funnier bits. I can't have nothing in Chicago.
I
I
don't
feel
have a
I've
crafting
lost
table.
everything.
That's fine. You can just get it back. What other philosophy topics did you want to talk about?
One I had was the before I get into that.
Yeah. I mean, I can. Oh fuck! Oh, I need my shield for that. Yeah, I just found a skeleton spawner. Fight each other. Yes. I mean, we can talk. I can talk about one that I have right now.
Yeah,
While you're looking for yours. I mean, you kind of already gave it away when we first were talking about it. When you asked me, I was like, "Oh, what does it mean to be happy?" I was like, "Oh, damn, we're gonna go with this already." But, you then changed it. But, I do want to talk about like, what does it mean to be happy? What is happiness? You know. And it kind of ties in a little bit to like, what's the meaning of life? And I was kind of talking about that like a little bit. Please don't kill me. Please don't kill me. Please. Leave me alone.
Give me a...
Okay. Shit. Anyways. So, to me, what I feel like what it means to be happy is it's kind of just like all the little things in life. There's no one major thing that makes you happy, or it's just all the little things, I guess. Like,
Wrong.
I mean, wrong.
God.
Oh,
God
yeah,
makes
that
you
too. Religion.
Nah, I'm messing with it. Just continue.
Well, there's two things that make me happy. Okay. Thing number one is, of course, my girlfriend. She always makes me happy. She's the light of my life. She's my everything. All right.
Yeah.
Skeleton fucked off. All right, cool. And then number two is just all of the little pleasures in life that I have. Video games, you know, what I do, what I like studying, spending time with you, friends and stuff like that. All those things, all the little things in life. That's pretty much what I think. What it means to be happy. It's just enjoying all the little things in life and not really focusing on the big issues. Enjoying the now and not really focusing on, oh man, what am I gonna do? Oh, when I grow up, oh my god, I'm in debt. I need to, work 20 billion hours. Or like, oh, I need to go to school. I need to worry about, going to college, stuff like that. No, just like focus on the now. Just be happy with all the little things in your life, even if they're small. Like even if you're not in a relationship, as long as you got like friends or just something to keep you happy, that's all that really matters.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I mean,
Like,
I think in my head, my philosophy is kind of like work till you drop, like, and then my philosophy is work till you drop because eventually, before I drop, there will be a time where I get to retire, and it's nice days, and there will be like no dropping. I will just be at home, happy, and alive. Yeah.
And there'll be millions and millions of little Eli's running around.
Yeah, that too. To be honest, my philosophy is to end up being like my grandpa. I want to have the life he's got, big family, loving family.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's just all the little things in life is what makes you happy, and that's just the meaning of life. It's it's a short time we have here on the planet of Earth,
Exactly. That's why you gotta work till you drop, and then before you drop, before this time is up, you're already done. You're done working. That's my philosophy.
Spend time with your friends and family and all your loved ones.
Yeah, of course. You gotta take your time. You gotta enjoy life. But
even if it's something as small as just a pet, right?
Yeah, genuinely. But in my head,
like all you have is a
you
pet.
also need to look at that goal off in the sunset and say, I'm getting to you as fast as possible.
Oh yeah, that too is as well. Like goals in life as well.
Yeah, my thing is
setting
if
yourself
you achieve
goals
your goal as fast as possible, then the rest of your life to relax.
That's true. Yeah. If your goal is to be a millionaire and you reach that by the time you're 20, congratulations, you got like 80 years to do whatever you want.
Exactly. That's why I'm speedrunning life. I'm getting ready. I'm ready to be a millionaire, my guy. And then I'm gonna make everyone else millionaires. We're all gonna live like pagans. We're gonna walk through fields and have paintings, eat grapes. What's a pagan?
I mean, I have no idea. Probably some like.
I actually don't know. I just took it from that one Simpsons meme.
Oh shit.
But
I mean, you're already about to buy a house, so.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
That's the goal.
Oh yeah.
My goal is literally to speedrun. I can't wait to get that house. Ooh, if I can get that house, especially with how young we are, that's so much speedrunning done. I mean, do you realize that the people's fears nowadays literally rank public speaking, buying a house, death? Like, it's crazy. But
buying a house in this economy is insane, and
it's been nothing but stress. I want to rip my hair out.
I'm so glad you were able to find something.
Yeah, I really want to rip my hair out. Like, it is part of the reason why this last week has been nothing but hell. But, powered through, the week's over, it is Friday, and I am happy.
Hell yeah.
I guess that's another part of philosophy. Part of my philosophy with, like, powering through is just, like, you can't just say, God, this sucks, power through, this sucks. You gotta look at it like it's a game or something. Like whatever you need to motivate yourself, do it. Make sure you get that right mindset. You know, for me,
Mm-hmm.
the day is a challenge. Whenever I go out, I stub my toe. I really want to scream. I really do. But then,
Oh, this sucks. What the fuck?
yeah.
There we go.
But then I take a second and I say the day is challenging me, and I need to accept the challenge. I need to do better. And then I say it's all right. I'm gonna have a happy day.
That's how I am at work. Like, instead of being like, oh, I fucking hate it here. Instead of like being like that, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna have a good day. I'm gonna try to smile and just power through it. And when I get home, I can relax. You know, or I can.
Yeah.
And when I'm off of work, I can see my girlfriend. Every time, right? I'm at work and it's a day that I know I'm gonna see my girlfriend. Like after, I immediately have like the best days ever. Because I have a goal that like, hey, you know, once I power through this, I get to see, you know, the person I love. And like I just have like an awesome day at work. And it's just that, just thinking about her and just like powering through it. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't wait till like we finally live together. And every time I get home from work, she's there.
Yeah. Same exact thing for me. Because as soon as I get home, I'm just like, especially if it's a bad one, like, God, today sucked. Wife, please hug.
Mm-hmm.
And then I get hugged.
I don't have any. Damn. Are you fine with cobblestone on the side of the bridge you were making?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I got some like deep slate bricks as well, or blocks as well, and I wasn't a huge fan of how it looked. So.
Gotcha. Good. But one philosophy I did want to cover really quick, which is from a like copy pasta or like a meme, whatever. I don't know what it's from, where it's from. I should specify. The meme says Japan. Apparently, there's contention where it's from. I'm just gonna say Japan.
There's creeper coming.
My bridge!
Oh, I only blew up like 2 blocks.
My bridge!
It blew up only 2 blocks.
But the way it goes is in Japan they say you have 3 faces. First face, you show the world. The second face, you show your close friends and family. And the third face, you never show anyone. It's just your truest reflection of yourself. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's just another one that I found that was pretty interesting.
I feel like that's true. Like, we all act a different way when we're around specific people. You know, I act a different way when I'm around my friends than I do when I'm with, you know, a girlfriend. I act a different way that I'm with her than actually I don't act a different way when I'm by myself. But, you know. I can more or less get that though. Boom.
I would definitely agree. But I had a idiot.
You fall?
Sorry. No, yeah, he fell.
Okay.
But you know, I thought that one was a pretty good one. It's like not exactly something you can argue with or anything. It's just like a nice sentiment, I suppose, or not really a nice sentiment, a nice statement, idea, whatever you want to go with.
Hair drought somewhere. there anything else we want to add to this bridge?
Yeah, I just keep dying at the bottom. Whatever. Um.
What does it mean to say
It's just a pause phrase.
But is it really though?
Is it really? There's also...
Could it represent the deepest, darkest secrets of our minds? Could it be an acronym for something?
Excuse me. Another one that comes with, like, I guess, fiction that I wanted to bring up, like, earlier, is whenever you, like, have a magic system or whatever, like, whatever you're watching, listening, playing, it has some sort of system of power, right? And there's this idea, for magic at least, that there's, like, a soft magic system and a hard magic system. And the idea is just as simple as, if it's a soft magic system, it's magic. You do whatever because magic. If it's a hard magic system, then it has like a bunch of rules and actual, like, quote unquote, like, theories within it. You know what I mean?
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I keep getting text messages from... It's just so uninteresting, to be honest. Like,
I mean, it's what it feels like.
what were you saying, though?
Something about philosophies, magic.
Say it one more time. Promise I'll get it this time.
Say it one more time. How about you give me a topic? You give me a topic.
Okay, let's talk about how boring you are and how interesting I am. Okay.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go about it.
All right. So
you
talk about dumb, stupid magic stuff. I talk about the real stuff. I talk about
yeah.
what's the meaning of life? Like, you even talk about that. Like, come on, dude. Like that. Like.
I mean, I guess if I had to talk about the meaning of life, it'd be like, I don't know. For me, it really is as simple as, like, there really isn't one. You have goals and you have the life that you live, and that's it. You have life, you know. I know for a lot of people with like idea, it's like, God, life just sucks. Like, life sucks. I'll never bring another person into this world. Like, man, everything about this sucks. Like, I wish I was never born. Blah, blah, blah. In my head, I'm just like, man, you just gotta, like, actually try and cheer up or something. Anything. Like, go and hang out with a friend, or, like, talk with your family. Anything to get you to think, like, for a little bit longer about, like, just what you can be doing. Because in my head, life is just a series of goals. You know, you don't have to be the best at anything or whatever. It's just whatever you want to accomplish is what you want to accomplish. You know.
Could you say that again? No, I'm kidding. No, I agree with you. If you just keep saying, "Oh, life sucks" and blah blah blah, then yeah, you're not gonna achieve anything in life. You're just not. You're setting yourself up with failure. It's all about that mindset. You just gotta lock in. You know, when you were saying, like, "Oh, life sucks," I never want to bring people into the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Funny enough, right? used to kind of like think
Oh.
like that.
Oh,
Like I used to think to
hold on.
myself,
Wait, hold on. Wait.
oh, oh, what's going on?
Okay, sorry, my headphone died.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, okay, continue.
Oh, what I was saying is that I used to think that way, sort of, kinda. I used to be like, oh man, I'm never gonna have kids, cause like, oh, life sucks. This shit sucks. Why would I ever wanna bring people into this? I never asked to be born, stuff like that. And now I'm like, it's not all about that. I would love to have children,
Yeah,
cause life is freaking awesome.
exactly. That's awesome. It's freaking awesome.
You're freaky.
I mean, shoot, that's what they were saying last night. Know what I'm saying?
Diddy blood.
What?
I don't know if I ever asked you this, but how many kids would you want?
So whenever me and Jalen were talking about this, we were kind of having the debate because she wanted 3 kids and I wanted 2.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing honestly was just like, there's always that joke of like whenever you have 3 kids, like the middle kid is special, the top like the grown up kid is treated terribly. Oh, sorry, you wanted 4.
Oh,
Sorry, live correction here. 4, not 3. And so we had that whole debate, and in my head, it was just kind of like there's that joke, and on top of that, there's also the just kind of like me and my brother grew up together, and me and my brother were best friends, and then we also had our friends, and then our cousins, and I know like your cousins aren't really normal, but in my head, I'm like, your cousins could be like your friends, right? Like a lot of people say, like, for example, for you it'd be like Uncle Matthew, right?
uh-huh. But don't call me, don't have them call me Uncle Matthew. We're not white, dude. Come on.
I'm not saying that I would have them call you Uncle Matthew. I'm just saying it as an example.
Yeah. No, but okay, I see what you're saying though.
Yeah.
So you wanted only 2, but Jalen wants 4.
Yeah. And it wasn't really
who
like,
wins?
oh, I don't want to bring anyone into the world. We came down to a set of rules.
Mm-hmm.
So, essentially the rules go like, we will have a kid, right? For sure.
God
And-
forbid.
Yeah. Shut up. We're gonna have a kid. And then we're gonna have another kid, right? So let's say the first kid is a guy. And so, from that point on, the rules go, if we have another kid,
Wait. How do you know the first is gonna be a guy?
I
They're not gonna
don't.
stay like that. Like, whoa, you can't just like put gender on these kids already. Like, come on now.
Okay.
In current year?
Yeah.
Oh no, you can't do that.
I'm
You
gonna
gotta let them figure it out what they are.
Nah. Nah.
I was just making a joke. Continue.
Now it's uncomfortable. But no, if it's a guy at first, then the rule is if it's a guy, if the second child is a guy, then that's it. That's the cutoff. No third kid. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If we have a guy and then we have a girl, then maybe okay, third kid.
Mm-hmm.
And then so on and so forth. You know, kind of goes like
But
that.
you want at least one of each, though. That's what that's what you're saying. Okay.
Basically. And then like, for example, like twins. Like if we have twins, that's it. We're done. Like we're calling it perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's like, wait, but I thought she wanted 3 to 4 kids. Like, well, yeah, but we got twins. We nailed it. We're good.
What if what if y'all had 4 quintuplets or whatever it's called? Dude,
Well,
imagine.
That's just chance. Yeah. Like, that's how it goes. Like we would hope for twins. Like that's kind of our thing. We're like, if we can get twins, that's perfect. Like, we're one shot, one deal. Like 2 kids, we're good. Yeah.
Apparently, right?
And then,
Having twins is hereditary. I think that's the right word. So if like your parents had twins, there's a chance that you could have twins.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So, my girlfriend's mom, she had twins. So there's a chance that I could have twins. Yes. Yes, that we could have twins.
Nice.
Which I'm not opposed to, but
Yeah.
if it does
Twins
happen,
are semi-frequent in my family and her family. So that's why we talk about it. Like it was like the first topic.
Has your mom had twins?
No.
Well, I don't think it matters for you though. I don't think it really matters for you because you know you're a guy.
Yeah.
So I don't think that Jalen doesn't matter. I think it's just Jalen. Did her mom have twins?
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
But
okay.
Her family are copy and pasted.
That's racist. Okay.
Nope. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna send you like 3 baby photos, or not even, and I'm gonna ask you which one's Jalen.
It's just all the same baby.
Now this is gonna mess you up. None of them are Jalen.
It's a true question. She wasn't even there. She's not even real. There. I made her up.
Never existed. The truth is, I'm single. No, God, that'd be the saddest thing in the world. Just made up this whole tale of having a wife.
You woke up and she was gone. You look it through your phone. Her contact is not there. You try to look up pictures. She's not there. You call her family. I
really? Guess not a dream, but like I woke up once and it was like early into our relationship, and she wasn't like. Oh, like I didn't wake up with her by my side, and so, and I remember very distinctly. It was one of those dreams where you're like, "Oh, I've lived like 1,000 lifetimes, and now it's time to wake up," you know.
Yeah.
And it was one of those times, and I remember that because I woke up and I was like, my wife that I've been with for millions of years, yes. And I like turned over for like cuddles, and then she just wasn't there. And I had a full-on, like, semi-panic attack. Because I was like, oh my gosh, please exist. Please exist. and I went to my phone and I was like, she exists. I'm not crazy. So,
yeah.
Definitely had a moment like that.
I remember hearing a story of a guy who dreamed that he was in a relationship with, like, he had a whole wife and kids. Like, I think, like, he got, like, knocked out by a school bully, and he had, like, this whole, like, he lived a whole second life in the time that he was knocked out, or something like that. And when he woke up and realized that none of that was real, he was like, oh, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a fairly common story. Like,
that's insane.
Oh my gosh, everyone that falls asleep, like, they wake up from another universe, but it's common.
Dude, genuinely imagine, like, waking up and realizing that you were in a coma and all this was a dream. Like, I'm not real.
I feel like I'd be able to
your
tell.
mom, your family, everything is not real. You know, imagine you wake up and you're actually, like, maybe a 26-year-old woman and you just fell in a coma.
Why would it change my mental perspective?
So I don't know.
I mean, all right.
Just this is a hypothetical, or like maybe, yeah, or maybe you're a middle-aged man, and you do have a wife and kids, but it's just not Jalen. You're like maybe you're just a middle-aged white dude.
Yeah. I mean,
And like instead of me being your best friend, I'm like maybe an Indian guy or something.
right.
It's like the exact same.
Change everything.
It's the exact same, but like we're just different.
Instead of complaining about your college, you'd be like, dude, I made like 7 friends today.
Oh man, that could exist right there. It could a different multiverse, a different universe that could exist.
Yes, sir. Already covered that at the last podcast.
Last podcast, last 3-hour podcast.
Sure. Where are we even at? Have you been keeping track? I have not.
Oh, it's about an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. So we're getting close to closing time.
Oh yeah, just about.
Yeah. So whenever I listen to podcasts, okay. Whenever I listen to podcasts, the ending's usually so incoherent for me. Like I hear the ending, but I don't, because I line up my podcast to be like, okay, 3 episodes of this podcast, and then 3 episodes of this one, and then 3 episodes of this one, like as if it's TV, and then it just cycles all the way back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so my question to you is like, how do you want the podcast to end? Because like every time we just say bye, right? Like it's very simple, but I like it that way. Like I want someone to be able to watch our videos, our podcast, and just listen to us all day and be like, wait, that wasn't a single episode?
Well, you want them to be like that?
Yes, that's how I want them to be. But how do you feel?
Okay, first up, how are we gonna do it like that? Unless it's like it's all on a playlist and they just seamlessly cut into one another.
Well, I mean, we'll have our channel, and it'll be a podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying we won't say bye. I'm just saying, like, sometimes the podcast will make a big bye, and I'll notice it, and it's not that I get mad, but I'm just like, dang, I got taken out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's only like one podcast that like I really listened to. It was like the TBH podcast, and how they usually end theirs is just like they just kind of like cut it. Like you just hear a little jingle, and then boom, and then that's the end of the episode.
I'm fine with that. We can do that. Sing us a jingle,
I mean, I'm
jingle boy.
It doesn't have to be a jingle, but it's just like a sound effect, and it's just like kind of like, and there's no like, well, hope y'all enjoyed listening. See y'all later. Bye.
We'll do the smosh. Shut up.
Do the smosh. Shut up. Like, yeah, while we're talking, like, blah, blah, blah. Shut up. And then that's how it ends.
Yeah. We'll just have it be both of our wives, too.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Oh, I just realized I got you in trouble. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Not married.
Not yet.
Oh, not yet. I just know every time I bring it up and I say our wives, I get corrected. It's like, I'm sorry, but where's my ring?
It's not like it's not gonna happen.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. But yeah, they keep asking for the ring.
I can't comment on it now, but there's a lectern here. Nice. There's a librarian somewhere. We need to find that guy.
Nice.
I don't know where he is. Are you the librarian? No.
Are you the librarian? That makes
Do you want to be the librarian now?
D&D podcast I listen to, which, by the way, I would love to play D&D with you. But there's a D&D podcast that I listen to, and there's this part where it's like, we're looking for an owl man. Are you an owl man? And it's just like a rhinoceros.
Gotta wait till daytime for that to work. I haven't played D&D in a long ass time.
Same.
I remember one time I played it on like it was a band trip and they were playing it on the bus. I was playing with them. It was pretty fun. Not gonna lie, it is really fun. I was gonna like start a campaign with like Ricky and like Angel, Emily, and Zach and them. We did one day and then we never did it again. This was like 3 years ago.
Right.
We did one day to set up our characters and stuff, and then we just never did it.
Yeah. Well, I know they definitely continued at some point because I joined them at some point. And they invited me. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna start D&D. You wanna start with us?" And I was like, "Sure." Like, I would like to. I want to try. But I mean, that lasted like 3 sessions. So it wasn't like you really missed out on like a whole campaign.
Yeah. I asked my girlfriend if she wanted to do it because I think she would have liked it, but she just said she didn't want to. But I'm sure she would like it though.
I don't think
it's fun.
Jalen would like it at all.
Oh.
But I think I don't know. Jalen just doesn't really want to have like I guess I'm not really sure, but I know like D&D isn't her vibe. Like it just isn't. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like she likes the fantasy vibe and stuff, but like I feel like the moment it goes into combat, that would be when she's like, okay, I'm not interested.
I'm not interested anymore.
Look!
Ah.
Every time I go down. Every time.
That's so unfortunate. Fucking creepers. Where did It's the farmer. Is that it over there? Where'd the librarian's house go? I'm lost.
You're washed?
That too.
I don't know where my sword and pick went, and I think it's gone forever.
Do you like
the
my
pick.
sword, my diamond sword? I mean, if what were they, iron stuff? Was it iron? Iron
Yeah,
gear?
it was an iron sword. I literally just made it.
I have a lot of iron on me. I have a lot of iron on me, so you can just make it again if you can't find it. Dude, where did this freaking lectern go? Where was it? Oh, is that it over there?
I genuinely could not tell you. I've been getting my stuff.
I think this is it. Oh yeah, this is it right here.
This is it. This is the end.